In this video, I'll show you how to create an e-commerce website step by step. I'll specifically show you how to create an e-commerce website with WordPress. WordPress is the free software that we are going to use in order to create our website and also customize it the way we want. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a fully customizable website that you can use to start making sales immediately. In this video, I'll show you how to create two kinds of products. I'll show you how to add a simple product that your customers can buy as it is. I'll also show you how to add a variable product. A variable product is simply a product that has features like color or size. In this video, I'll give you two different home pages that you can choose from depending upon your preference. In this video, I'll show you how your customers can track their products upon placing orders. This website we'll be building has a cool hero section with an image slider, a featured category section, best-selling product section, a section for shipping, money-back guarantee, customer support, and secure payment, products on sale section, recent product section, as well as blog post section. By the end of this tutorial, I'll show you how you can add blog posts to your website in order to generate traffic. In this video, I'll show you how to get your very own custom domain name and web hosting, which is the standard for every website. So, if you want to learn how to make this beautiful e-commerce website, keep watching. Hello guys, this is Sadiq here at Dikupages Web, where I do web tutorials just like this one. So, if you are new here, consider subscribing. That said, let's jump into the video. So as I said in the introduction, to create this website, we'll need to get our own custom domain name and web hosting. A domain name is simply the address of your website, and a web hosting is a server where all our images, text, and other files will be stored so that users of our website will have access to them. And don't worry as to where you get a web hosting, because I'll take you to a web hosting provider where you will get the cheapest price ever. So to get your very own custom domain name and web hosting, click on the very first link in the description down below, or go over to your browser and enter dikupages.com/Asura. Hit enter, and this brings me to Asura hosting. Next, I go ahead and click on web hosting, and in here I'll choose the particular plan that I want to use for my website. So they have starter, unlimited, and unlimited plus. So you go ahead and choose the particular package depending upon your requirements. For this tutorial, I'm going to use the starter plan. So I click on order now, and I choose a domain. You can register a new domain. You can transfer your domain from another registrar, or if you already have a domain registered somewhere, you can use that domain and update your name service. For this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can register a new domain. So under search domain, I search for my domain name, Dikupages site. Next is domain extension. You can go ahead and drop down the arrow and choose the domain extension you want, but I'll keep it as .com, and I'll click on search. And my domain name is available for $9.99. I go ahead and click on continue. And these are the various features I'll get under the starter plan. Going down, you can go ahead and choose the particular billing cycle you want. I'll keep mine as annually, and I'll click on continue. Under domain configurations, I'll get free DNS management and free email forwarding. Now go ahead and click on continue. Now the web hosting for the starter plan is $12 per year, and domain registration is $9.99 per year, which brings everything to $21.99 per year. So going down, I can choose my currency from here. I'll leave it as USD. Next is billing details. So in here, you need to go ahead and fill all these fields. So I'll go ahead and do this pretty quick and click on checkout. And after clicking on checkout, Asura hosting will send you your login details to the cPanel account in your email address. So I click on checkout and meet you in my email. So after the checkout, Asura hosting will send you some emails, and you need to check for Asura hosting hosting account information. And I have mine right here. Going down, under control panel login information, These are the details I'm going to use in order to log into my control panel account. I've hidden it for obvious reasons. So what I'm going to do is I'll highlight the server login URL. I'll right click on it, open link in a new tab. Then in order to log in, I'll go ahead and grab the username and password, then go to the login page. So I'm in the login page. I go ahead and enter my username and password. Then I click on sign in. And this brings me to my direct admin cPanel. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and install WordPress. To do that, I scroll down to extra features. Then I click on software close auto installer. In here, I go ahead and install WordPress by clicking on install. And I choose protocol. Make sure it is set to HTTPS since Asura Hosting is giving us free SSL certificate. And I choose domain. In here, you see the domain you've just registered. In directory, you don't want to put anything there, so whatever you have here, you need to take it off. Sometimes you see WP. Whatever text you enter in here will mean that you want to install your website in a subfolder. You don't want that. But for this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and use this URL, that is demo.dikupages.com, and in directory, I want to install it in a subdirectory. Take note, in your case, you don't need to enter anything in here. I'm just doing this for tutorial purpose. Going down to site settings, I go ahead and enter the name of my website as well as the site description. Alright, I've entered my site name as well as site description. Next is admin account. In here, I go ahead and choose my username, password as well as admin email address. These are the details I always use to log into my WordPress website in order to edit it. So I go ahead and enter them pretty quick. Alright, I've entered my login details. Now scroll down, click on install. Alright, congratulations, the software was installed successfully. And down here I have two links. That is my main URL as well as the administrative URL. If I click on this, it will take me to the front end of the website. And this particular one will take me to the back end of my website. That is the particular URL with wp-admin. But I'm going to go ahead and click on the main URL, which will open in a new tab. Perfect. So from here, I will show you how you can log into your WordPress website. So to do that, I just click at the end of my URL, then I enter wp-admin. Hit enter. Meanwhile, I'll exit from here and here as well. So I just go ahead and enter my login details, and I go ahead and click on login. And now this will bring me to the back end of my website. Perfect. So if I right click on the name of my website, open link in a new tab, this is the front end of my website. This is what users will see when they enter my URL. And this is the back end of my website. This is where I can come in order to edit my website. Now that we have installed WordPress, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and clean up and also set up WordPress. All these widgets right here, I don't need them. So what I do is I click on screen options and I go ahead and uncheck all these. Then I click back on it. Now it is clean. Next, I go over to post. After installing WordPress, a new Hello World post will be created for us. I don't need it. I click on trash. I can go over to the trash and empty the trash. Next, I go to pages. In here, I have these two pages. I don't need them, so I select all, bulk actions, move to trash, apply. I can also go to the trash and empty the trash. Next, I go to appearance. Under appearance, this is where we can install a theme for our website. A theme is basically the design and layout of our website. So currently, this is the design and layout of our website. So going back, you see that we have 3 default themes WordPress is giving us. We don't need all these themes. So I'll quickly take off the ones which are not active. Theme details, delete. Okay. Unfortunately, we cannot delete this theme simply because we need an existing theme to work with, but I will show you how we can delete it after we install the theme we want to use for this website. Next, I go over to plugins. I don't need these 2 plugins, so I go ahead and select all, bulk actions, delete, apply, OK, and off they go. Next, I go over to settings. In here, you can also change the name of your website as well as the site description. I've already set them during the installation of WordPress, so I'm not going to tamper with them. Next is WordPress URL and site address URL. In here, you need to make sure you see HTTPS here as well as here. This particular feature will make your website secure. It's very important. And this is the administrative email we set when we are installing WordPress. Next is membership. It's important you select anyone can register so that people will be able to register on your website if they are making orders. Going down, I click on save changes. Next, I click on permalinks. Defaultly, our common settings is set to day and name. With day and name, you see that I have year, month, day as part of my URL. I don't want this, so I want to choose post name instead of day and name so that I will have clean URLs if I'm making blog posts. So I go down, click on save changes. So now these are all the settings we want to do for now. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and install a theme. Take note, a theme is basically the design and layout of our website. So to install a theme, I hover on appearance, then I click on themes, and I go ahead and click on add new. And the search themes, I search for Bloxy. I have Bloxy right here. I go ahead and click on install. It is installed. I activate. Now Bloxy theme is installed and activated. Let's go ahead and see the new look of our website by refreshing. So now this is the new look and feel of our website. It's still very plain, but we'll make it beautiful in a moment. Going back, now I can go ahead and delete this theme since we have installed the theme we want to use for our website. Perfect. Now after installing the Bloxy theme, it will be recommended that we install the Bloxy companion, that is a plugin that will give our Bloxy theme extra functionalities. So I go ahead and click on install Bloxy companion. In here, if you want to opt in for updates, you can go ahead and click on allow and continue, but I'll click on skip for now. Now the Bloxy companion is installed. Let's go over to starter size. So these are the various starter size you get with the Bloxy theme. With a starter size, you can go ahead and import a template onto your website and customize it the way you want. But for this tutorial, we are not going to be using any of this. Next, I go over to extensions. In here, we have 5 free extensions. For this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and use only widgets, so I activate it. So this is the only thing I want to do in here. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and install some plugins. Take note, a plugin is just an application that will extend the functionality of our WordPress website. So to install a plugin, I hover on plugins, then I click on add new. The first plugin I'm going to install is WooCommerce. I have WooCommerce right here. I go ahead and click on install now. WooCommerce is the plugin that we use to add products to our website. It is installed, but I'm not going to activate it now. Next, I go ahead and install Elementor. Elementor is a drag and drop page builder that we are going to use to design our website. I have it right here. I click on install now. It is installed. Finally, I install Shop Engine. I have Shop Engine right here. I click on install now. This plugin will help us to extend the functionality of our e-commerce website. So the next thing I do is go to install plugins. In here, I'm going to go ahead and activate all these plugins at once. So I just select all, go to bulk actions, activate, apply. Now all my plugins are activated. So if you come to the left side menu, you see that we now have WooCommerce products. As a result of installing the WooCommerce plugin, we also have Elementor right here as well as Shop Engine. Perfect. Now that we have installed and activated our plugins, the next thing we are going to do is go ahead and design our website. And the good news is that we are not going to design this website from scratch. I've created a template that we are going to use in this tutorial. I'll leave a link to the template kit in the description down below. This template kit is designed by me and I'm giving it to you for free just by watching this video. So for you to be able to download the template kit for free, you need to use this coupon code in the screen right now. That is Dikupages 100. So with this particular coupon code, you'll be able to get the template kit for free. So if you download the template kit, this is how it's going to look like. It will be a zip file, and when you extract it, you get a folder like this. Inside this folder, you have two files. That is the main template kit and then theme customizer settings for the Blocksy theme. So I'll show you how we can use these two files in this tutorial. So first of all, let's go ahead and import our template kit. To import our template kit, I go over to Elementor, then I click on settings. In here, I go ahead and click on experiments. Scrolling down to import export template kit, I drop down the arrow and I choose active. Then I go ahead and save the changes. Still under Elementor, I click on tools. Next, I click on import export kit. In here, I have two options. That is export a template kit. So if you already have a website designed with Elementor, you can go ahead and export it as a template kit. And then the next option is import a template kit. This is what we are going to be using for this tutorial. However, if you want to learn how to export a template kit or import a template kit, I have two video links in the description down below that will walk you through step by step as to how you can import or export a template kit. So let's go ahead and import our template kit by clicking on Start Import. In here, I can drag and drop my zip file, or I can click on Select File. So let me quickly go and drag and drop. So I have my template kit file right here. I just drag it and drop it right here. So these are the features we are going to be importing onto our website. But take note, if you have some templates, you need Elementor Pro in order to import the templates. But for now, we'll be able to import all these content types. So I click on import, and in here I need to enable unfiltered file uploads. And now it is setting up my kit. Alright, your kit is now live on your site. As you can see, these are the features I've been able to import. So I go ahead and click on close, and to take me back to my dashboard. Now let's go to the front end of our website and refresh. Awesome. Now you see that the new look and feel of our website is changed. However, this is not the default template kit. Right here under this particular section, that is free shipping section, we have some categories being displayed right here, as well as some best-selling products. So when we begin to add products, you see that they will be populated somewhere here, as well as discount sales section. Take note, during the introduction, I made mention that I'll be giving you two home pages for you to choose from. This is the second home page. Let's see how that one looks. So basically it's the same, but this time around you have a slider right here. Perfect. This will show featured categories, best-selling products, products on sale, recent products, as well as latest blog posts and news. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and import my theme customizer settings. To do that, I click on Customize. My site is open with the customizer settings. Next, I go over to General. Then I click on Manage Options right here. In here, I can go ahead and click to upload my theme customizer settings, or I can just drag and drop it right here. Whichever way will achieve the same thing. So I have it here. I'll just drag and drop, and you see the file right here. Then I click on Import Customizations. Take note, when you click and you don't see any movement, you just have to patiently wait for it, which will load. Alright, it has started loading. Perfect. So now we are having the original theme customizer settings as well as the colors. Now that I've imported my theme customizer settings, next I will exit from here and I'll come back to the theme customizer later on in the tutorial. Right now you see that most of my pages are repeated, like cart page, checkout, my account and shop pages. They are all repeated. So first of all, let me clean them up. So I go over to the back end, then I click on pages. So in here I have the 2 cart pages, 2 checkout pages, as well as my account and then shop pages. And you see that one of the cart pages, this one is having cart page attached to it, meaning this one is the default one, so I don't need this. I select it. Checkout is the same, this is the default one, so I select this, my account and then shop. Take note, make sure you delete the ones you don't want. So for checkout page, the one with checkout attached to it, don't select it. My account, the one with my account page, don't select it, as well as shop page. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pages selected. I'll also go ahead and remove refund and returns policy. I don't need it for now. So I'll go to bulk actions, move to trash, apply. Now if I go to the front end and refresh, you see that the duplicated pages are gone. Next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and create a menu for my website. To do that, I go over to pages, then I hover on appearance, click on menus. At the moment we don't have any menus. In here I create a new menu, so I call it main menu. Then I go ahead and click on create menu. Next I go to view all, and I'm going to go ahead and select the pages I want to add to my main menu. So I'll need the home page, about, blog. I'll also need the shop page as well as contact. Take note, the home pages are 2, so I'm going to select both. Then I go ahead and add to menu. I'll go ahead and rearrange them. So I'll take home page under the first one. Next is shop, followed by about, blog and then contact. However, the second home page, I want to make it a drop down menu under the first home page. Don't worry, I'll show you how we can rearrange them depending upon which particular home page you want to use. So I click on save menu. Now if I come to the front page and refresh, you see our new menu right here. Perfect. So let's go ahead and create a top menu. So I go back to menus, then I go ahead and click on create a new menu right here. Call it top menu. Then I click on create menu, and this time around I'm going to go ahead and add my account and then track order. These are the 2 pages I need. I click on add to menu. I'll rearrange it with my account on top. I can change the text. I want to make the A here capital. Perfect. Then I go ahead and click on save menu. Now if I come to the home page and refresh, you see that we don't have any changes, and the reason is that we have not assigned it to any location. So I'll go ahead and add it to header menu 2. Then I click on save menu. Now if I come back to the front end and refresh, you now see our new menu. Perfect. One thing I can also do is I come to the menus right here and I select main menu, click on select. I'm going to go ahead and assign the main menu to my mobile menu. Then I also make it the header menu 1. I click on save changes. So I'll see this same menu on my mobile menu. Perfect. So for now, these are the 2 menus I want to create. I'll be coming back here to create my footer menus later on in this tutorial. I'll be creating 2 footer menus that I'll be displaying here later on in this tutorial. So now that we have created our menus, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and add some products to my website. To do that, I go to the back end of my website, then I go over to products, click on add new. First of all, I'm going to show you how to create a simple product. So in here, I enter the name of my product. Then I'll go ahead and enter the description for my product. There are 2 descriptions we can give to our product. We have the long description, which will go right here, and then down here below is the product short description. I will show you where they will all appear after we have finished adding our product. So first of all, let's concentrate on the main description. So in order not to waste your time, I will grab a dummy text and paste in here. Alright, I've entered my dummy text. I'll just grab the first paragraph, then I go ahead and enter it as my short description. Perfect. So the next thing I'm going to do is go to product data. Currently it is set to simple product, and that is what we are going to use. Next, I go ahead and enter the price of my product. I enter $250. At the moment it is set to dollars. I'll show you how you can change the currency later on. Now in here, if you have a sale price, that is a reduced price of this particular price, you can go ahead and enter it in here. So assume my sale price is 100, I go ahead and enter it in here. You can also schedule the price. You can give it a date from which it should appear and from which particular date it should end. But for now, let me just leave it as it is, and I'll go ahead and cancel. Next, I click on inventory. In here, you can go ahead and give your product an SKU. SKU is just stock keeping unit. If you hover on this, you see the name stock keeping unit. So for instance, if you have shelves in your brick and mortar store, you know that this particular product is located in this shelf, so you can give the name of the shelf as your SKU. But to make it simple, I'll just go ahead and enter 0001. Next, I go ahead and click on enable stock management. So in here under stock quantity, how many of this particular product do I have in my shop? Let's say I have 50 of them. And then do I want to allow back orders? Back orders means if this particular product is out of stock, my clients will still be able to make orders. So with this, I can decide to allow or not allow. So currently it is set to do not allow. If I drop down the arrow, I have two other options, that is allow but notify the customer. What this means is that if my product is out of stock and my clients try to order, they will be notified that the product is not in stock at the moment, but will make delivery as soon as we have the product. And then second feature is that I'll allow, but the client will not be notified. So the option is yours. You go ahead and choose whichever is applicable to your shop. For now, I'll leave it as do not allow. Next is low stock threshold. Now in here, if I enter 5, what this means is that when I have 5 products remaining in my shop for this particular product, I'll be alerted that I have 5 products left for which I need to replenish inventory. So you decide whatever quantity you want to enter, so that each time you have that particular amount of quantity remaining, you'll be notified that you have this much remaining in your shop. Then you go ahead and order for new inventory. Next is sold individually. If I select this, what this means is that my clients will not be able to order more than one product. I don't want to do this, so I unselect it. Next is shipping. At the moment, we have not set any shipping, so I'll leave the rest of the settings as they are. We've already entered our product short description. Next, I go over to categories, that is product categories. In here, I go ahead and click on add new category. Take note, category is just a way of identifying your product. So for this particular product, I'll just call it short sleeves. So with this, my clients will be able to narrow down their search if they want to buy a short sleeve product. So I click on add new category. If I want, I can add all the categories that I want at a go, or I'll add them at product creation level. Going down, I can also specify some tags, which is good for search engine optimization. So I'll say women dress, hit enter. Maybe women short sleeve, hit enter. So you can enter as many categories as you want. I'll leave this true for now. Next, I go ahead and search a featured image. So I click on set product featured image. Then I go ahead and click on upload files, select files. Inside this folder, I go over to products, and this is the particular product I want to add. It is uploaded. Now it is very important you always add alt text to your images. This is good for search engine optimization. So what I need to do is go ahead and copy this. I'll just remove the one from here. Then I paste this in here. I click on set product image. Perfect. Now if I have more images for this particular product, I can add the rest of them here. So I click on add product gallery. I go to upload files, select files, then I go ahead and select the images I want to add by holding that control and click on all of them. Then I click on open. Take note, you can click on them separately to set the alt text. Then you can now select all of them by holding down control, then click on add to gallery. You can rearrange them if you want. Perfect. Going up, I click on publish. My product is published. I can view it by right clicking, open link in a new tab. Perfect. So this is the title of my product, the regular price which is crossed, and then this is the sale price. Perfect. So now this is the short description I was talking about, and this is the product long description, and you see that we have 50 in stock. Perfect. So with this particular product, my clients can go ahead and view the images by clicking on them from here. Perfect. Or they can also use these arrows to scroll. Awesome. So this is how our single product page will look like, and you see that we have a search field right here, product category, as well as top rated products. So all these were set during the design of the template kit. So now that we are done creating our simple product, the next product we are going to create is a variable product. A variable product is just a product that comes with features like color, size, and many more. So I can exit from here and here for now. But before we create the product, I'm going to go ahead and add the attributes I want to use for this tutorial. There are two ways you can actually add the attribute. You can add them during the product creation, or you can pre-create your attributes so that each time you want to create a variable product, then you go ahead and use them. And that is what I'm going to do. So I'll go ahead and click on attributes. If you cannot see it here, when you hover on products, you see attribute from the pop-up list. So I just click on attributes. The first attribute I'm going to create is color. Now you can decide to enable archives such that it will appear like this. Let me take you to the shop page. I right click here, open link in a new tab. You see the way we have product categories being displayed right here. You can also decide to display colors of your products as we see for product categories, but I'm not going to use attributes as archives. Next is type. I drop down the arrow and I'll go ahead and choose shop engine color. Take note, we install shop engine when we're installing plugins, so this is one of the reasons why we install shop engine. Now go ahead and click on add attributes. So we have our color attribute. Next, I add size. The type, I choose label, then I click on add attributes. So these are the two attributes I'm going to use for now. Next, I go ahead and configure them. So I click on configure terms for color. So this is where we are going to add the various colors we are going to use on our website. So first of all, I'll enter blue, then shop engine color. I search for blue, maybe I use this, and I click on OK. I click add new color to appear right here. Next is black. I click on shop engine color. I have black right here. OK, add new color. And finally, red, shop engine color. I have red right here. OK, add new color. Take note, you can add as many colors as you want, but I just want to keep it minimal for this tutorial. You can rearrange them from here if you want. Perfect. Whichever way you want is up to you. I'll go back to attributes again. Take note, we are done for colors. Next is size. So I click on configure terms under size. So for size, I have small. I click on add new size, medium, add new size, and then finally large, add new size. Perfect. I can rearrange them by taking small on top followed by medium. Awesome. So now that we have added our attributes, let's go ahead and add our variable product. To do that, I click on add new. In here, I go ahead and enter the name of my product. Next is product description. I have my product description right here. I'll just grab this match for the short description. Next is product data. So this time around, we are not going to use simple product. So we drop down the arrow and choose variable product. After choosing variable product, you see that the price is vanished, meaning we can't enter prices here. I'll show you where we can enter our prices. I go ahead and enter my SKU, maybe 2. So for now, I'll just skip stock management and sold individual. We have already looked at them. Next, I go to attributes. So in here, I drop down the arrow, then I choose color. I click on add. Under select terms, if I click, you see that I have all the colors right here. I can just click on them to enter them up. Or what I can do is I remove them. Then I can just go ahead and click on select all to enter them up. Perfect. Whichever way is up to you. And make sure that use for variations is checked. It's very important. Then I go ahead and click on save attributes. So now color is set. Next, I drop down the arrow and I choose size, add. I click on select all. So take note, if you don't want to use any of these sizes, you can just go ahead and remove it. But for this tutorial, I will leave them and I make sure use for variations is checked. Click on save attributes. Now we have our 2 attributes set. Next, I go over to variations. Now drop down the arrow under add variations. Then I click on create variations from all attributes. Then I go ahead and click on go. Now WooCommerce is asking me if I want to link all variations. I click on yes or okay. And now 9 variations will be added, simply because we have 3 colors as well as 3 sizes. So I click on OK. I'll show you where we can see those. Now, if you take black, you see that we have black small, black medium, black large. If you take blue, we have blue small, blue medium, blue large, and then red small, red medium, red large. Perfect. So what you need to do is go to each one of them to set their respective prices. You can decide to expand them individually from here, or you can go ahead and expand all at once, whichever way you want. So for now, I'll close and I'll expand them individually so that I won't get confused. First of all, I'll set the image for black small. So I click on image right here. So what I can do is I can just select all these images and drag them inside here. So I select all except this, this, and that. Then I just go ahead and drag and drop right here. I minimize this. Alright, all my images are uploaded, and this is the black dress I want to add. I select it, set variation image. In here you can give every single one of them their respective SKU, but I don't want to do this. I've already given it SKU. Going down, regular price, I enter 150. If you have a sale price, you can go ahead and enter, but I just want to keep it as regular price. You can also go ahead and enter the weight, length, width, and height if you have them. For this tutorial, I'm going to limit everything to the image and the price. So I go down to black medium. I drop down the arrow. I select image. So I choose the same black color. Set variation. So for medium, instead of 150, this one will now be 160. Going down is black large. So I select the image black, set variation, and the price will be the same, 160. Next is blue category. So blue small. I choose image and I select my blue dress, set featured image, and the price will be 150. Blue medium, sorry, it's here, blue medium. I choose the image blue and the price is 160. And finally blue large, I choose the image blue and the price 160. Finally red. So first of all, red small. I choose the image red. The red color is a hot cake, so the price will be 180. Medium. I choose my image red. For the medium, it's also 180. And finally red large. I choose the image and the price is 190. Oops, perfect. Then I go down, save changes. The changes are saved. Next, I go to product categories. Then I go ahead and set my product category. So I click on add new category. This one is, maybe I'll call it high tie, something like that. Then I click on add new category. I can specify some tags. Women dress. Then I'll go ahead and set a featured image. So I click on set product image. Since the red dress is the hot cake, I choose that one as my featured product image. Then I go up, click on publish. It is published. I can view it by right clicking in a new tab. Perfect. So now if I choose black and then small, you see that I have black small, black medium, black large, blue, red, in that order. Perfect. One thing I can also do is I can add gallery images. So I choose blue, black. Since I already have the red as the featured product image, then I go ahead and update. Now if I go to the front end and refresh, you see the rest of the colors down here. Perfect. So now let's assume that with the red color, the medium size is not available. Let's see how we can make it such that our class will not be able to select medium red. So we go back to the product, going down to variations. So under red, the medium size is not available. So what we do is we expand it and we just go ahead and remove the price. Going down, we save the changes. Then we go ahead and update. Now if I come to the front end and refresh, now if I select black and select small, you see the price. Medium, the price will change. Large, the price will change or is the same. Now if I choose red, you see that with red I only have small and large. Medium is faded, meaning my clients cannot select this. So if a particular size is out of stock, this is how you can manage it. So now that we have finished adding our available products, I'll go ahead and add more products to my shop and get back to you. Alright, I've added all my products. Now if I go to the shop page, you see that I have all the products I've added right here. Perfect. And these are the various categories I've used. Now if I go to the front page of my website, that is the home page, you see that down here below I have some discount sale products, simply because I'll set some of my product on sale. However, if we go to best selling product, we don't see any product, simply because we need to change the categories we are seeing right here. This particular template kit was designed with electronics in mind. That's why we have headset, headphones, as well as computers. However, when we go to home page 2, you see that under best selling product we have some products displaying, product on sale, as well as recent products. Perfect. So if you don't want to get messy with the home page 1, you can easily use the home page 2. but I'll show you how we can customize all 2 home pages. So now that we've added all our products, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and create blog posts for my website. So to do that, I go over to the back end, then I click on post. In here, I already have the default blog posts which are being pulled from the template kit. I'll just show you how we can add a new one from here. So I click on add new. I will go ahead and give my blog post a title, how to sell women dress fast. Then down here below, I enter the main content of my blog post. I'll just make it simple, maybe another 2 paragraphs. Perfect. Then I make sure post is selected. Going down, I can set categories if I want. Defaultly, the theme is giving us lifestyle as well as trends, so I can choose lifestyle. Maybe I can add a new category and call it fashion. I click on add new category. So this particular post will be featured in 2 categories. Going down, I can add some tags if I want, so I can call this fashion, hit enter. Women fashion, hit enter. I'll leave these 2 for now. Next, I set a featured image, so I just click on set featured image. So in order not to waste further time, I'll just select one image from my media library, and I click on set featured image. I go ahead and publish again, and my blog post is published. I can go ahead and view it. So after adding your own blog post, you can go ahead and delete the dummy ones. So I just go to the back end. I'm not actually going to delete that, I just want to show you how. I click on post. So if I want to delete some of these posts, all what I need to do is select the ones I don't want. So I can just go ahead and select this as well as this. So these are the 2 posts I want to delete. Assuming I want to delete all, I can just select all at once. Then I go to bulk action, move to trash, apply. Perfect. So now I have 3 blog posts. I just want to keep this so that I won't have empty spaces on my home page. For instance, if I come here, see that the blogs are displayed well. If I refresh, you see the new one I've just created right here. Perfect. Now that I've created my blog post, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and design my website. But before I do that, I want to change the color of my website to the color I want to use. So I just go to customize. So I'll just change the color pretty quick. We'll be coming back to the customization setting later on. So I go to the global color palette. In here, you can choose any of these color palettes you want. For instance, if I want color palette 2, this is how it will look like. So whatever color you choose will run through. But for this tutorial, I'm going to use color palette 3. And you see that my colors are changed, except this one. Will change this in Elementor as well as this. Now if I hover on my buttons, you see that it's still having the previous color. So what I can do is I click on back, then I go to general, buttons, design. So in here I go ahead and change this hover color. So I just click on it and I choose this color. Perfect. Or better still, I can choose this, then I make it a little bit lighter or darker. I think this is cool. Perfect. Then I go ahead and click on publish. I exit from here. Now I can go ahead and edit my page with Elementor. So first of all, I'll start by changing the background color right here. So I click on edit section, then I go over to style, and the color, I click on it, then I go ahead and choose my theme color from here. However, I don't want this thick color, so what I do is I click on the color and I reduce the opacity just like this. Or better still, I can go ahead and enter this color, which is almost the same. Perfect. Next, I change this text by selecting it, This text here, if you want to change it, you can just select it and you go ahead and edit it from here. But I think this is cool. Get the best deals this season. Then in here I select it. So happy experience with our top rated quality women dress, something like that. Then in here I can select it and I go ahead and change the text. Get the lowest price with the best quality. Perfect. Next, I change the color for this button. So I just select it, then I go over to style. The background color, I choose the theme color, this one, and then the hover, I click on color and I'll go ahead and enter in this color. Perfect. Next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and change these images. So I click on column right here, that is edit column. Then I go over to style. So these are the images I have right here. I just click in there and I'll go ahead and remove them. Then I click on select files. I locate my images. I select this, and then this. Open. I can rearrange them if I want. Then I go ahead and insert gallery. Perfect. Going down is featured category section. So what I do is click on the pencil icon right here. So this particular category we have is coming from the shop engine plugin. So under select category, you see that we at the moment I have uncategorized. That's why we are seeing it here. So all what I do is I remove it. Then I go ahead and select the various categories I have on my website. So I select this long dress, long dress, and then high tie. At the moment the number of columns is set to 4. I will make it 3 so that it will stretch across. I also want to show product count. Next I go ahead and change the colors to my theme colors. So I click on style. The background color, I want to use this color, so I'll go back in there, edit section, and I'll go ahead and copy it. In fact, I can add it to my global colors. So I'll call it light pink and I click on create. So if I come in here, select, I can now choose it from my colors right here, light pink. That is the background color. Next is title. The text color is cool. I don't touch it. The title hover color, I change it to my theme color. Next I click on category count. I choose my global color, that is my theme color, and then the title hover. Okay, I don't actually have that color in here, so I'll just go ahead and enter in this color. Perfect. And finally is the button. I'll only go ahead and change the hover color to this. Perfect. Next I move to best product selling section, and this particular section is cool, so I don't tamper with it. If I click in here, this is the short code for best selling products. So it is going to display 4 products and the number of columns too is 4. Now if I update and preview the changes, you see that best selling product is 4. Perfect. So I go back. Next is free shipping money back guarantee section. All what I need to do is change the color right here. So I click on edit section, then I go over to style, and I'm going to go ahead and use this pink color. So I click on the globe icon, then I choose my light pink. Perfect. Going down, product on sale is also using a short code which is already there, so we don't need to do anything. That is what we are seeing here, product on sale. Going back, final is recent products, which is also a shortcode. So if I click on the pencil icon, you see that I have my latest products right here, which is displaying 8 products and is going to be in 4 columns. And that's what we see down here. Perfect. And finally is our latest blog section, which is cool. So we don't do any other thing in here. I just go ahead and publish. So take note, we have designed the home page 2. So let's go ahead and design the home page 1. So I just go ahead and click on it and I edit it with Elementor. Meanwhile, I can exit from here for now. So I'll just go ahead and change the colors pretty quick right here. Edit section, style, globe icon. Then I choose my light pink right here. I'll change the button as well. Color, I choose my theme color. And then the hover color, I'll go ahead and enter in this color. Perfect. In fact, we could link the shop now button to the shop page. So it's still selected. I go over to content, the link, I just type in shop and it will give me a best match. I click on it to insert the link. Now I change this image, so I click on edit column right here. Then I go to style and the image, I just click on choose image and I can choose any of these images. Then I click on insert media. Perfect. Going down, so you see that this particular page, the free shipping section is next to the hero section and it's cool. So next is my category section. So now if I don't want to do all these settings, what I can do is I can open the home page 2 again. I'll right click on it, open link in a new tab, then I edit it with Elementor. All what I do is I just right click on it, then I click on copy, come back in here, right click right here, click on paste style, and you see that the style is pasted. I just click on the pencil icon, then I remove and categorize, then I go ahead and search for my various categories. Just click on them to insert. Going down is the best selling product section, and this one I've used tabs for this particular section, so all the categories I have will come in different tabs. So what I do is I click on the pencil icon right here to be able to get the various tabs. So first of all, I click on headsets and I'm going to change this to, let me see, short sleeves. And then this is the short code for the short sleeves. Take note, you don't have to do the editing from here. Currently it is set to visual. You need to click on text, then you go ahead and do the editing from here. So earlier I was having headsets, I just highlight it. Take note, it's very important you check your categories to see how the link for category is. So I go over to products, click on categories. I have short sleeve right here. So this is the exact slack I need to enter. So it should be short dash sleeve. So I copy it. You don't really need to copy if you have it off head. So I come back in here, then I paste. Perfect. Now I update. Then I go ahead and preview the changes to see how that will come up. Perfect. You see that I have my short sleeve right here. So if I go to microphone, nothing, computers, nothing. But short sleeve, I'll have something right there. Perfect. Now going back is microphones. So I collapse this, then I click on microphones, I remove it, then I go ahead and enter the next category, which is long dress. So I go ahead and check out the categories for long dress. So I can just copy it, come back in here, I click on text, I select microphones, and I replace it with long dress. Finally, I go to computers, remove it, and I go ahead and enter high tie. Then I confirm the category. I have high tie right here, copy it, come back to Elementor, click on text, I remove computers and I enter in high tide. Update. Let's take a look. Long dress, perfect. High tide, awesome. Take note, they are all set to display 8 products, but as you can see, I don't have 8 products for each one of them. So next, I go ahead and change the active colors. That's the only color I want to change. So I come back in here, then I go over to style, the title, I go over to active color, click on the globe icon, then I go ahead and choose my theme color. Perfect. Going down is the blog section, which is cool. Take note, this particular blog section is actually using a shortcode from the Blocksy theme. So this is the shortcode. Going down is the discount sales section, which is also using a shortcode, and everything is already inserted for us, so we don't need to do anything in here. I just go ahead and update, and we can finally take a look. Perfect. This is cool. Next, I go ahead and design the about page, so I click on it. Meanwhile, I can exit from Elementor, so I click on edit with Elementor. In fact, in order to work simply, I need to open back Elementor, so I can just open any of the home pages, edit it with Elementor. So what I can do is this particular color right here, I need it here, so I will just come in here, right click on edit section, copy, come back in here, right click on edit section here, page style. Perfect, and the color will be added for me. Next is this button, so I go back to Elementor, I just right click, copy, come back in here, paste the style. Or better still, remember that we've set the link to this button to shop page. I can just go ahead and copy it, then I come back in here, right click under this, then I click on paste, so that I have the button with the link, and I just go ahead and delete this if I don't want to re-enter the link again. Perfect. So all these text you can go ahead and change them. I won't bore you with my slow typing. Next, I click on edit column right here, then I click on style, and I go ahead and change this image. So I can choose my red dress right here. Going down, I can change this image just by clicking on it. I'll choose my red dress again. I like it, and you can go ahead and change all this text. Next, I'll just go ahead and paste my button again. It's already active, then I delete this one. Awesome. So this one too is linking to the shop page. Going down, okay, this one is showing some products. If I click on the pencil icon, you see that I have some best-selling products, but the title here and the button are not in perfect shape. So what I can do is I go to widgets, then I'm going to go ahead and insert an inner section. Then I'll just grab the heading by clicking on the pencil icon, drag it in here. Then take note, I still have this button copied to clipboard. I'll just right click in here, then paste, and I'll go ahead and delete this one. Perfect. I select this, I align it to right, then I change the text to browse all products. Perfect. And that's it. I click on update. Let's take a look. Perfect. Awesome. Very clean and neat. And finally is the contact page. Take note, settings for the blog page is coming from the theme customizer, which is already set. It's just that we need to select the blog page as our default blog page. I hope this makes sense. I'll show you how we can do that. At the moment, our blog posts are not showing there, so I just go to contact. I edit it with Elementor. So take note, first of all, I still have my shop button copied to clipboard, so I paste it and I delete this one. I go back to the about page, which is open with Elementor. Right click here, copy, come back in here, right click, paste style. I'll go ahead and change this image by clicking on edit column right here, style. I choose image, I choose my perfect red, insert media. Take note, as usual, you can customize all this text. Next, I work on my address section. First of all, let me deal with the column. So I select column, click on style. I'm only going to change the color for the border that is on hover. See that when I hover, you see some border at the bottom there. So I go over to border, I click on hover, I just change the color to my theme color. Oops, not this one, the first one. So now I right click on the column, copy, right click here, paste style, right click here, paste style. Perfect. And finally, I work on the icon right here, just select it, then I go over to style, primary icon color, I choose my theme color, I copy it and then go ahead and paste style for the two of them. And finally is the Google Maps. I just click on the pencil icon to change it. So this way you can change the location. You just go ahead and enter your location and the rest will be done for you. Perfect. I update. I can take a look. Perfect. I like this. So now that we have designed our pages, it's up to you to choose if you want to use the home page 1, this one, or the home page 2. For me, I think the home page 2 is cool, but it's not my default home page yet. So what I'm going to do is set the home page 2 as my default home page, and then also set the blog page as my default blog page. So to do that, I go to the back end. Meanwhile, I can exit from here for now. Then I go over to settings, click on reading. So you see that under your home page displays static page, home page is the home page 1. So I choose home page 2, and then post page, I drop down the arrow, then I choose blog, then I go ahead and save the changes. Now if I go back to the home page, I don't want to have this drop down menu anymore, so I go back to appearance, then I click on menus. So I'll just take this home page right here, then I go ahead and remove this one. So you see that this one is now set as my home page. Meanwhile, I can edit the menu name by removing the 2, then I go ahead and save the changes. You see that my home page 2 is now my default home page. Perfect. So now the design of my website is done. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and set my footer right here. So now the design of my pages is done. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and set up WooCommerce. At the moment, if a client tries to order a product, they won't be able to order because there is no payment gateway enabled. Shipping to is not enabled. So what I'm going to do is I go to the back end, then I hover on WooCommerce, I click on settings. So in here, I go ahead and enter my shop address. The country, I choose Ghana because I'm from Ghana. Precisely northern region. Postcode, I enter my postcode. Selling locations, I want to sell to specific countries, and I'll enter in Ghana. I'm selling to only Ghana. So if you sell to different countries, you enter all the countries in here. For instance, if I want to sell to Nigeria as well, I just enter in Nigeria and select it right here. But I only want to sell to Ghanaians. Perfect. Next is enable taxes. If you want to enable taxes, you go ahead and tick this box. Going down is currency options. In here, you go ahead and change the currency you want to be selling in. So I'll choose Ghana cedis. Perfect. And the currency position, I leave it as it is. Go ahead and save the changes. Next, I go over to products. In here, you need to make sure that shop page is set to shop. It's very important. Next is measurement. The weight unit, I want to change it to grams instead of kilograms. Kilograms is usual for bulky products. The dimensions, I'll leave it as centimeters. Going down, I save the changes. Next is inventory. Take note, when we're adding our simple product, we enable stock management. So this is enabled for us by default. So this way you can set your low threshold. So I'll set this to 10 by default. Then I just go ahead and save the changes. We are not selling downloadable products. So next I go over to tax. So in here there are two ways you can set taxes. You can enter your prices inclusive of tax, or you can enter exclusive of tax. So when tax is included, meaning your customers will not see the tax component. Everything is boxed into the price of the products. But if you want your clients to be able to see the tax they will be paying, meaning you have to set it to no. So I'll leave it as no, and I'm going to go ahead and set my tax. In Ghana here we use VAT, so I'll say VAT. Oops. Then I'll go down, click on save changes. So after saving the changes, you see that I have VAT rates. I just click on it. Then I go ahead and insert a new row. In here, I go ahead and enter GH for Ghana. So I just click on it to insert. I'm not going to enter state code, postcode, or city. This particular VAT component is applicable to the entire country. So in your country, if you have different taxes for different states, you can go ahead and set them up. In Ghana here, we only have one VAT for the entire country. So I come in here to set the rate. So I enter 17. Then the tax name, I enter VAT, or I can just call it tax, whichever way. And I'll go ahead and disable shipping. I'm not going to apply taxes to shipping. Then I click on save changes. Next I go to shipping. For shipping, there's no one way of setting shipping. You set shipping based on your shop requirement. So first of all, I go ahead and add a shipping zone. So the zone name, I call it shipping. Then the zone region, I search for Ghana, particularly Northern Ghana. So this particular shipping zone I'm setting is for only Northern region. So I go ahead and save the changes. Next I add a shipping method. Now if a client is making an order from Northern region, I'm going to give them a flat rate. So I just leave it as flat rate. Then I click on add shipping method. It is added. Then I go ahead and edit it. So the method title is flat rate. It's not going to be taxable, and the cost will be 10 Ghana cedis. I click on save changes. Now this particular flat rate shipping we've set may have a problem, in the sense that, let me show you something. If I go to the front end and add this particular product to cart, then I go ahead and view the cart. Now if I choose my region, Northern, right here, then I update, you see that the shipping is 10 Ghana cedis for one particular product. Now if I increase the quantity to 3 or maybe 4 and update the cart, so this is the total for quantity 4. However, you see that the shipping is still 10. So this will not make sense if you are delivering one product at 10 Ghana cedis and also delivering 4 products at 10 Ghana cedis. So what we can do is we go back in here, then we edit the flat rate shipping. Then in here, after the amount, that is 10 Ghana cedis, we provide space, then enter asterisk, that is multiplication sign, then I open square bracket, type in quantity as QTY, then close it with the square bracket. Then I go ahead and save the changes. Now if I come back in here and refresh, now you see that the flat rate shipping is now 40. And this is good for business simply because you cannot deliver one product at 10 Ghana cedis and also deliver like 100 products at 10 Ghana cedis. Take note, as I mentioned earlier, there's no specific way of creating shipping, but I just want to keep this tutorial as minimal as possible. So next, I'll add a new shipping zone by clicking on shipping zones. I click on add. I'll call this shipping as well, but this time around this particular shipping will be applicable to all regions in Ghana except northern region. So I'll go ahead and select all the regions in Ghana. Alright, I've entered all the regions in Ghana except northern region. So I go ahead and save the changes. I add shipping method. It's also going to be a flat rate shipping. I click on add. I edit it. It's not going to be taxable. So outside northern region, the shipping will be 25 Ghana cedis. So this one as well, I'll multiply it by the number of quantities, square brackets, QTY, then I close it with square brackets. Then I go ahead and save the changes. Perfect. So let me test it out. So if I come in here and change the location to Upper East, then I update, you see that the shipping is 100 Ghana cedis for 4 products. If I reduce it to 1, update the cart, it should be 25 Ghana cedis. Perfect. So for now, these are the shipping zones I want to add. Next, I go over to payments. I want to enable cash on delivery. Then I go ahead and save the changes. You can also enable bank transfer or check payment depending upon your business model. Now, if you want to enable an automated payment gateway, I have a link in the description down below that will show you how to enable PayPal payment gateway as your automated payment gateway. We don't actually use PayPal in Ghana here, so I will not be using PayPal in this tutorial. Next, I go to accounts and privacy. In here, you can allow guest checkout by allowing your customers to place orders without an account. You can also allow your customers to log into an existing account during checkout. I'll also allow customers to create account during checkout, and then I'll allow customers to create account on the My Account page. However, I'll untick these two checkboxes. Then I go down, click on Save Changes. Next, I click on Emails. In here, you can go ahead and change the footer text if you don't want to see built with WooCommerce. So I'll just take this off and I say, enjoy your product. I can also change this base color to the colors of my theme. So I go to the front end. I'll just go ahead and copy this color. Then I come in here and paste it. Perfect. Then I go ahead and save the changes. And lastly, I go to advanced, and in here you need to make sure that your cart page is set to cart, checkout page, checkout, my account page, my account. If you have terms and conditions page, you can go ahead and set it here. I don't have that at the moment. If you make some changes, then you go ahead and save the changes. So now that we've set WooCommerce, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and create my footer menus that I'll be showing right here. So I go to the back end, then I hover on appearance, click on menus. I click on create a new menu. The first footer menu, I call it company. Then I click on create menu. I go to view all. I'm going to add home, which is the front page, blog, about. I'll add shop, and finally contact. Add to menu. I'll rearrange them. Maybe shop will come under home, followed by about, blog, contact. Meanwhile, I'll edit the navigation label to home. Then I go ahead and save the menu. I'll create another menu. Then I'll call this one legal and supports, like this. Create menu. So this one, I don't actually have the legal pages, but it's not difficult to create. Let me show you quickly how we can create a page. So to do that, I go over to pages, add new. I open it in a new tab. I'm just going to create one to show you how you can create pages. So I call this privacy policy. I save it or I publish. It is published. So there are two ways. You can just decide to use the Gutenberg editor to create your page, or you can create it with Elementor. In order to move fast with the tutorial, I'll just go ahead and use the Gutenberg editor. So I click in here and I'll just enter some dummy text as my privacy policy, like this. Then I go ahead and update it. Perfect. I can view it. So this is my privacy policy page. So if I come back to menus and refresh, have my privacy policy here. I select it, add to menu. So I can just go ahead and create some dummy links and add them to the menu. So I go over to custom links. In here I enter hashtag. Then the link text, I enter terms and conditions. Add to menu. Another one, hashtag refund or returns and refunds. Add to menu. Maybe I can add frequently asked questions. Add to menu. Then I go ahead and save menu. So if you finally create these pages, you can just come in here and go ahead and enter the URLs, or you can remove them, then you add them from here. So now that I've created my footer menus, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and customize my website finally. So I go over to the front end, then I click on customize. So inside the theme customizer, first of all, I change the logo of my website. So I just hover on it like this, then I click on this icon. I have the logo right here. I remove it, then I click on select logo. I just go and grab my logos from here, my folder. I have logos here. So I just select the logos I need. I drag them in here. So first of all, I select this, click on select. I can increase the height. To 60. Now if I'm scrolling, you see that the logo is not displaying well. The dress and woman is not showing. So what I can do is I come to sticky logo, select. Then I'm going to go ahead and use this one. Perfect. Next I click on back, then I scroll down to site identity. I'm going to set my site icon. Then I click on select shortcut icon. I have my shortcut icon right here. Select, skip cropping, and it will show here. Going down in here, I go ahead and change this logo. So I just click on select, edit. I select it from here. Okay, image cannot be found, so I check my media library. I close from here, then I go ahead and choose this one, add widget. If I want, I can link it to the home page. So I'll just go ahead and grab my link from here and paste in. Awesome. Next, I click here to edit this text. Usually it may be difficult editing it from visual, so you click on text. dismiss, and you can go ahead and edit it from here. Alright, I've entered my text. So all this editing we are doing is for widgets area 1. Next, I click on widget area 2. I click on navigation menu. Then I drop down the arrow here, choose company. The title is already set to company. Next, I click here, widget area 3. Then I click on navigation, legal and support. Next, I go to widget area 4. That's where I have my contact details. I just want to show you how you can edit it. So in here, you just click. So this is the heading, contact info. As we can see here, going down, I have address. So you expand it from here, address. So this is the content, demonstrate. You can change it from here. Next is phone, the title phone, and then the phone number itself. So this way you can change everything. Next is copyright section. Click on it. So this way you can edit the copyright. So design by, you enter the name of your company or your business, whichever. Or better still, if you want to remove it, you can just go ahead and edit it from here and it will go off. But I don't want to remove it, so I bring it back. Next is socials. Click on it. So these are the various social media icons I have. You can add as many as you want depending upon what you have right here. So for instance, if I want to add LinkedIn, I just select it, then I click on the plus icon. It will be added and you see it right here. And always make sure it is open in new tab so that your visitor will not leave your website. If you don't need a particular one, just click on the X icon and it will go off. Perfect. So if I go to top, I also have the same social icons. However, this is not where you set the social media links. I'll show you where. So my footer section is done. Next, I go back, scrolling up, I go to general, then I go over to social network accounts. So this way you can set your social media links. So for Facebook, I just click in here, then I enter https://facebook.com/Dikupages. So the rest of the social media icon, you go ahead and enter them accordingly. Perfect. So these are all the customizations I want to do. I go ahead and publish, then I exit from here. Perfect. So now that customizing our website is done, let's see how a customer can make an order. So I just go to the shop page to choose a particular product. But before we do that, let me quickly show you these three features. That is this heart icon, eye, as well as this particular icon. The heart icon will allow users to add a particular product to their wish list, and this one will take them to the product page, and this last one will give them the opportunity to compare two or more products. So let me click on this. You see that your product is added to wish list. So if I click on this one as well, it is also added. So if I go to my wish list, I'll see these two products. So let me go to my account. I'll open it in a new tab. Then I click on wish list. You see that I have the two products. Perfect. I exit from here. Now let me see how we can compare two or more products. So I choose this. You see that I have the product, the availability, as well as weight, which I've not specified. So let me exit from here. So after clicking on it, you see that the color is changed from the other ones. So let me click on this, and you see that I now have two products to compare. Perfect. So you can add as many as you want. So if I click back on it, I can go ahead and remove them from the compare list. Perfect. And the wish list as well, I can remove it. Awesome. So now let's go ahead and make our test order. So if this is the product I want, I just click on it, and I like the red color, large. I can increase the quantity if I want. I'll just leave it as 1. Then I add to cart. I view the cart. Then I go ahead and change my address to Northern, because I'm from Northern region. I update, and my payment will be 10 Ghana cedis for shipping. Proceed to checkout. Go ahead and enter my billing details. Alright, I've entered my billing details. So in here is the subtotal, shipping, and then the grand total. Now in here you see that I don't see the VAT component, and the reason is that we've added all our products before adding the VAT component. So if I actually want to see the VAT, all what I can do is edit this particular product. So I can go to the back end, go to products. I think it's this one. I just click on it. So under general, take note it is taxable, and the tax class should be VAT. Then I go ahead and update. So you always make sure you choose VAT when you are creating new product. So if I come back in here and refresh, you see that I now have VAT. Perfect, which is 17% of the total. My payment gateway is cash on delivery. I can place order. Now my order is placed. So let's see how we can fulfill the order. So I go to the back end, then I hover on WooCommerce, click on orders. This is the client and the order is processing. Just click on the client. So if I deliver the product to the buyer and take my payment, all what I need to do is come in here and the status, drop down the arrow, then I choose completed. Then I go ahead and update. So with this, the client will receive an email with regards to the order. Even after placing the order, they will receive an email, and when the order is completed or fulfilled, they will receive a new email. So let's see how the email will come up for the client. So this is the order message. So this is how it will look like. Let's see the order confirmation message. This is how it will look like. Perfect. So I have the name of the product, the quantity, amount, subtotal, shipping, VAT, payment method, which is cash on delivery, and then total. And finally my billing and shipping details. So let's assume that the customer has placed an order and we have delivered the products, which is still en route. Let's see how the customer can track their product. So I just copy my order number right here. Then I go to the front end, I click on track order. In here I go ahead and enter the order ID, which I've just copied. And then billing email, I enter the email address I used to make the order. Then I click on track. So this particular one will indicate completed simply because we fulfilled the order. So in here it will display the status of the order, which is currently set to completed. Perfect. So this brings us to the end of this tutorial on how to create an e-commerce website with WordPress. I hope this video was helpful. If you found value, kindly hit the like button, subscribe, and also enable the notification bell so that each time I post a new video on this channel, you will be the first to know. Keep watching, and I will see you in the next one.